Oh, no, yeah, I'll call me. Check out. I didn't mean like y'all getting my stuff out. No, it'd be perfect. Which one? Don't matter. Yeah, I kind of told Ryan last minute. Anyway, I like to capture things live, man. Damn, that's big, Ryan.
It looks way better over here.
Holy shit. This is my first time like this too, man. All right, let's bring this up. Ryan's ready to go, I'm sure. Oh, shoot. Oh, yeah, dang. Nah, I'm gonna leave it there. I'm out the picture. Let me get this out the way. Off the camera. All right. Where are all the cameras? Okay, there's one. I'm on one.
I'm gonna just be in the mix. Y'all do y'all's thing, man. If y'all, I'm not gonna say shit until.
No, you're gonna have to, man. You're already in, baby.
Okay, I just didn't
you're
want to
already in it.
I thought, you here for him and shit. He here for you.
Dude,
so.
we're here for each one of us, baby. Shit. You know what I'm saying? Shit.
The Blender boys.
Dude, the same thing with Ryan, man. Like doing this shit. Who else in the city really? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Ryan's killing it, man. And that's way bigger.
I
than
ain't never seen anybody doing it like this.
Nah, hell nah, man.
So
Definitely
Legit.
not.
It's definitely legit.
Yeah, you got to get these photos. It's almost normal. I don't know if people in like one of the live podcasts you see, but it's almost normal like to pull phones out. You know what I'm saying?
For real.
It's not really. I guess it used to be. Remember, it was like turn your phone around like on the table, and then it was like put your phone in your pocket. Now it's like
I was like, hey, look that shit up real quick, bro.
Do what?
Now it's like, nigga,
Oh yeah,
look that shit up.
no, yeah, we probably can do that right now, man. All right, you know what?
Mm.
I better take this little gum.
Let me see that. The rest of that Sprite real quick.
it's over there in the bag. Here,
Yeah.
grab it.
You're good, man. We're Ryan's setting up. I wish I can get Ryan to engineer and DJ.
Appreciate it, fam.
We can edit live.
Try
I guess
to.
you could say. That's probably a conversation we'll have at some point. I'd like to try to have it to permeate the consciousness of the 432 of the cannabis conversation.
Man, shit. We talk
Guys,
about
y'all be all right.
Talking about
Conservative Christian Midland, you'll be okay. No. Well, you see all the smoke shots popping up, man.
Bro, there's too many now. I feel like.
Dude,
I mean, I guess it's.
They're
cool.
like on every
you
corner.
You don't gotta go down fucking the main street to get them.
I haven't. Let me turn my phone down.
Let me make sure my shit.
I haven't really tried anything in there, man, to give it a good review. Like why they're popping so much.
Where at?
All the smoke shops popping up.
Oh, down here, yeah.
Yeah,
People,
like
selling vapes and shit.
I think it. Yeah,
Majority of them niggas will trap out there. Huh?
I don't know if it's like that in Odessa.
Be surprised. It'd be like that anywhere that anybody got it.
Yeah, probably right. I wonder what it's doing to the other market. You know what I mean? Or if it's doing anything at all. It may not be.
Most of it's under the table.
It's kind of like It's kind of like well, I don't know. Was there a time when tobacco was the same way, where like tobacco was grown in the field and then handed over to a guy before it went mainstream?
How does it?
You
I
think
forgot
so?
how tobacco's made. Tobacco's like
It's a leaf.
a leaf, right? Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
But
I'm not sure if they had any type of like prohibition on it or nothing.
it's this THCA and everything. That's what's legal.
That's the loophole right
And that's
now.
that's what all the smoke shops be selling, along with the vapes. Like,
I think if I was younger, I'd take full advantage of that THCA.
man,
Sure.
yeah, bro, it hits.
You
like
may not
real
even
weed.
know-
No, it hits like real weed.
You may not. You probably are smoking THCA.
So, nah.
Nah,
I ain't gonna lie, one time
nah,
I
if
ate
you know,
I ate some THC.
If you know,
like,
you know.
THCA, some kind of like variant of it.
But that, bro, they
Oh, they
hit.
got me.
Yeah, bro, they hit.
the only thing it's you can the only way that I can tell when I get it,
The smell and the look.
well, and the duration.
Right.
It's like almost as long as all natural or whatever, but you can tell it's short. You're like, oh, I
Yeah.
gotta smoke again, like.
Yeah.
Because
nah,
when you
that
get,
shit's-
come on, man, we got that good. It's like 2.5 hours. Like if you get some good fucking.
Yeah.
before you're
It's
like,
crazy.
oh, I'm not high no more, you know?
It's just crazy to think about. Like, I mean,
don't
a
want no
smoke
more.
shop, opening a smoke shop is really a good thing to do right now. But like,
Dude,
it's kind of sad because you got junior high kids and shit smoking vapes now, addicted. Like,
it's so accessible.
it's bad. It's
damn
bad,
near
bro.
like a pandemic, bro. Like,
Yeah.
That's one thing I never got addicted to was nicotine. Thank God. Like, I never started none of that.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
vapes
So, you know,
or nothing.
I probably
Nah.
smoke like 2 cigarettes a week.
Yeah, like
it's only
sometimes
like when
I
I'm
be
around
drunk,
somebody.
Whenever I be
Oh,
drunk
when
as
you're
fuck,
drunk.
like fade, I smoke a cigarette
You're like, hey, let me
sometimes.
get a
Like,
cigarette.
especially
I
with
got
my
hooked on
pops
it.
or something. Like me and my pops
I'm a
be
big
drinking. Be like, man, give me a cigarette. He be like, nah. I be like, bro, just give me a cigarette. He be like, hell nah.
No,
Oh no,
Let's get it cleared. I forgot, man.
it's all right.
wasn't it like that? It was
Maybe
like that
maybe
over
we
there, too?
can maybe he can edit it. Maybe if you absolutely have to, because I get it.
I mean, sometimes, bro, I might do it just out of habit, honestly.
That's
like,
where
I
it's-
won't even think
anyway,
about
it's
it.
a whole nother.
Hey Ryan, you started that Landman show, the TV show Landman.
Yeah,
It's good, huh?
watched it. It's pretty
It's
good.
good.
I haven't seen it
Have
yet.
you
I haven't
started
seen
it?
it. I haven't
I haven't
seen
seen
it.
it yet.
I
It
was
was out
asking
2
because I
days
know
ago.
that
It's
you
barely
do a
been
lot
out
of
2 days.
the podcast with like the oil field stuff. It's crazy,
Is it pretty relatable?
bro. I don't know. Like it's just crazy to think about like how business is done behind the scenes. Like that's what it's showing. Like
Oh, really? It's like
it's showing like what
Oh, really?
how dirty it could get. That's
Really?
kind of what it's based off
like
of. I mean,
descri-
I've only seen the first 2 episodes. That's all that's came out so far.
You already binged.
But it's crazy to
Binged the
look.
2 episodes.
Yeah, that's it. I was like,
Back
I gotta
to back
catch
or
up.
what?
Yeah, back to back. I was like,
What about
damn,
you,
bro,
Ryan?
It's good.
You watched them back to back? Damn.
It's really good, though.
Hey,
I'm
shout
probably
out,
gonna-
shout out the Landman. And
Yeah,
the,
Landman.
Was it Keelan in this one?
Nah,
Is it Keelan in
he
this
hasn't
one?
been in- he hasn't been in it yet.
Oh, okay.
I've been looking
can't tell
out.
me?
I was like, shit,
Oh,
I
Ryan's not
wonder
gonna
which
say.
one.
He's like, you watch it.
I've been like usually I wait till they finish shit up because I hate waiting on that shit.
Nah,
Like
I
I
feel
hate
you.
wait,
I
I
get
hate
you.
waiting on the next. Like damn, what's gonna happen next?
So
I hate
like it
waiting.
was you were like intrigued by it or what?
I kept seeing everybody posting about it, and I was seeing it on TikTok as well,
Oh, there we
like just
go.
clips from the episodes, and I was
Oh, okay.
like, I'm not finna keep watching these clips. I'm just gonna go
Go to
watch
it?
it. It's
Oh,
on
yeah,
Amazon Prime, and
Oh,
I think
okay.
it's on maybe some other places, but
That's what's up though.
I think it was one other one that I seen on there. It was listed on.
probably
Can't remember.
Paramount, maybe.
Yeah, the Paramount on their own because they got their own app, I think, or something.
Paramount Plus or something.
It's
like
good
that.
though.
It's good.
You recommend it?
I recommend it for sure.
There you go. I'm gonna have to go watch
Billy
it
Bob
tonight.
Thornton. Billy Bob
Fuck
Thornton in
around and fuck
there.
around.
Dude, Billy Bob Thornton's like 112.
Bro, he looks old in that. He looks old in it too. I was like, damn. Like compared to Friday Night Lights
Okay.
to now, it's like, damn.
Oh, Friday Night Lights was like what, 20 years ago?
Yeah, I was like
Damn.
4,
Yeah.
3. Like I was little as hell. I was like, I think it was like
forget how young y'all are,
2003 or
man.
something.
Mix, how
2004.
old are you now?
23.
Okay. Damn.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah,
the first
same.
time I interviewed you were 19, I think, man.
It's crazy, huh?
Did you interview him
Right,
whenever?
this is not gonna be pleasing to the camera. We'll figure this out. But this is where I have my notes, so I may put it down and pick it up. Sorry. Anyway,
Is was your first interview at JS?
at JS.
It was?
Yeah.
I remembered it, bro. That was a cool little
You
spot.
just did
Bro,
one
that was
season
a
over there, huh?
fire-ass spot.
It was just one
Oh,
season.
shoot. That was a fire ass spot. It was a one of a kind, man, for sure. Like this right here, you know. And part of it, this is a perfect segue into getting started because it's gonna go really fast this time. I think the last time, even as an audience, if this is the first time you're tuning in, this is an In the Loop production. This is Back to the Block. I think that's probably what it's gonna stay.
Back to the block.
I think it's like a apps. You get iterations. They call it like a minimum viable business or a minimum viable product.
Right.
And I didn't really want to commit because I feel like if I committed to a certain format, I would be held to it from an audience standpoint. And so I really didn't know how I wanted it to look, if that makes sense.
I feel
Right.
you.
So I would like the reason I did seasons was to get feedback just like an app and then adjust. And then what I really grasped from the feedback was the experience.
Right.
Like what you said about JS Studios, that was an experience.
Yeah, for sure.
And if
This is an experience.
yeah, and it was like that artist party we had, it was like 70 or 60 some artists showed up, right? But even that, the artists that came in and for whatever reason, but through the podcast, like it was almost like the first time walking into something like that. And I think you'll see like 70% of those artists are like, all of you guys are really doing something. Like it's not, it wasn't a fluke, or it wasn't like, oh, this is cute, right? Like, and for me, that was on purpose. It was like handpicked, you know. And so the feedback was about the experience, like walking through JS, seeing the different studios, meeting the owner, seeing all the cameras. It was like, damn, that shit was fly, man.
It was definitely different
What the fuck,
at the time. It was definitely different,
dude. And that's what so I want to keep that,
Right.
you know, keep that format.
Yeah.
So it has to be right. I'm not so. I think me and Miggs were talking yesterday. For me, I understand consistency, but for me, like, I still don't want to be held into a box.
Right.
So it's like I don't know. I may not be consistent, and I don't want to. I don't feel bad about it. I don't. But when the timing's right, it's gonna go right, and we're gonna go.
Yeah.
And so
It's all about timing.
for sure. Sometimes you can't force anything.
No.
So this is gonna be a different format. On that note, I'm gonna ask questions, kind of like not kind of like, but like an interview style, and they're gonna go fast. I got a whole bunch of them, and then I'm just gonna say some names, and the first thing that comes to your head, or not say anything, you know. And then I'm gonna ask you about like your favorite restaurants, stuff like that. And then I'm gonna just quote some of the. Dude, I wanted to quote every fucking track you had out. Anyway, this is episode 1 with the official Miggs on Instagram.
Man,
That's
what up?
MIGG $.
Man,
The
what's
one
up?
and
What's
only.
the deal?
That's
The
right.
one
that's
and
right.
only.
And Miggs has been on every season just as an audience, so you can go back and watch. This would be the 4th or 5th.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Shout out in the loop.
And trying to get your growth and progress, or even anybody from 2020. So even like Jaden. So we got Jaden. You wanna
Jaden,
introduce
yes
yourself?
sir,
Yeah,
Jaden.
let's go. That's
TSA Bands. I go by Jaden on my artist name. It's my real name as well. But hell yeah, we in here in the loop.
that's JXX, right?
JXXDEN, yes sir.
She love bands.
She love Dan, she love Jaden, yeah. That's what I go by.
I'm waiting for some visuals, man. I'm gonna say it again.
Man.
Just
Nah,
kidding.
for sure, man. The whole consistency thing, like y'all talk about, is for sure a big part of it. But like, I had some other shit going on, you know what I mean? So, some personal shit. I just ain't been, you know, as motivated, I guess you could say. But our whole group, you know, people that I'm around, they for sure have been telling me, you know, you need to get back on that.
Yeah.
So we're gonna see.
I think
what-
if you, as long as you don't completely,
yeah,
you know, don't. I would say this because I have to tell this to myself, I guess too. Is don't Dr. Dre us. It's been we've been waiting. What was it? Did he already drop? I still don't even know because I gave up on waiting for that fucking tape he was gonna drop. You know, like don't wait
Right.
20 years. you
yeah,
know?
for sure.
Cause then because I think there is such a window as too late.
Nah, there is.
I think timing is something that I haven't read a lot of literature about, meaning how it's a contribution, a big contribution to your success.
Right.
So I had a mentor early on when I was 18, and he would always say he would tell me, he probably got it from somewhere, but when opportunity and preparedness meet, that's success. So all I can do is prepare, and then be aware of the opportunity when it presents itself, because that's another animal. Like to recognize opportunity
Oh yeah.
and take it. You
Sure.
gotta be like tuned in, baby. You
Gotta
gotta be.
Why,
Because
why
it
you
will.
got it?
Well, and the good thing though, you know, this is a good way to kind of describe in the loop. That's why it's for me in the loop is several layers to it, but of course Midland. But with opportunity, just like your potential, it'll loop back around. Mm-hmm. But you don't get to say when it does.
Yeah.
So you gotta and life presents these cycles over. Like, what you gonna do now? What you gonna do? Have you learned your lesson? You know. I don't always get it right. I probably get it wrong more than I get it right.
And you
for
can't get
Yeah,
time
most
back
of us,
neither.
Most of us, you
Yeah.
know, a lot of people like think a lot of like situations that are big for people or accomplishments are just luck. But it's like you got to be consistently putting yourself in this position to get lucky. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's kind of how I feel about it. Like,
And although I think that there, so the reason I say like I don't feel bad or because we live in a culture that says do this or else. and you're almost kind of judged and you're almost kind of condemned by it if you're not consistent.
Right.
But I'm human, motherfucker. What the fuck? This is an energy machine. I'm fucking running emotions all day long,
Yeah.
trying to regulate this shit.
Yeah.
And we don't have a school to quote unquote, teach us. So we're dependent upon the people before us, and sometimes that's not a healthy environment.
Yeah.
I learned to punch holes in the wall.
Yeah.
So
Hey.
as a teen, I had so much fucking anger. I was punching holes in the wall, like
Right.
until I was taught better. So it's like sometimes we gotta have grace for not being consistent and just be like, hey, bro, we're still waiting. Like,
Yeah.
and I think that's probably a good point to recognize too. Like, not like who's a real fan, but because it doesn't really mean anything. But if you have one person encouraging you to do it, man, you should do it.
For sure.
Yeah.
Hey, that's kind of like what keeps me on my toes a little bit. Is like, I'm not at the scale, fan base or anything, or supporters that I want to be at, but like there is a group of people out there who show love and show me that they believe in me, and like for me, it kind of feels wrong to let them down. You know what I'm saying? Because they're putting that energy in the air, talking about, I believe in you. You know what I mean?
Oh, man, that's
And
good
for
shit,
me,
yeah.
it kind of like I want to take that on. Like, I ain't gonna let you down. You know what I mean? Like we gotta I gotta get this shit right. You know what I'm saying? And
Because
I don't
for whatever reason, like it means something to them. So like when I listen to y'all's music, somebody from another city. Somebody from New York was showing me, and they're telling me, look, and they're showing me the. I just went blank.
Little
The
brain
Biggie
fart.
Smalls.
Yeah.
I think the Juicy song.
Right.
Yeah, and how they could relate to it because they grew up in that area and this and that. And I'm like, yeah, the way you listen to him is the way I listen to like Miggs. And I said, I showed her one of your tracks. Like that's how I listen to him. Like so, like Kentucky, Diet Coke. When you say, that one of them's in here.
Slappers.
shout out Midland, but
Yeah.
the oil fields, it wasn't for
Dude,
him.
like,
Slappers.
That's
I
why I
wanted to
put
do
that
it.
shit
I'm
in
saying
there,
you got
bro.
them on everyone, but
That's
And
why I
like,
put that shit in there.
bro, like,
I mean, the locals got to relate to something that they listen to outside.
for
Like,
sure.
They gonna listen to shit from Cali, and they gonna listen to shit from Detroit and all types of shit. And, they might jam the shit, but they don't feel it. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? They not from the same spots. You know what I'm saying? So
Bro, I be slapping Miggs.
I be
Nah,
thinking
man,
about that
come on,
shit
man.
when I be writing, man. Like I definitely got.
You can't compare it to anything, really, man.
And I listen to a lot
Not
of
like you
music.
want to.
I listen
Same.
to music every day.
Dude.
I'm a music fanatic.
gotcha.
Like,
Okay, probably more than me for sure.
top 5, my Apple playlist yearly, Miggs is in my top
Man,
5.
that's
You know how it gives you your little.
Who's
Real.
number? Who's your other ones?
Real.
So last year it was like, of course,
We're about to
Drake.
come up again,
Drake,
right?
my number 1.
That's wow.
Miggs was like my number. I think he was like my number 3 or 4.
Yeah, but
I
top
can't
5
remember.
for
I mean,
sure.
I can't remember what it was. It's gonna
Yeah,
come back
yeah.
around because every year they do the replay
Yeah,
of
exactly.
your Apple
It's
Music or
coming up, it's coming
Spotify.
up,
So
yeah. Well, even like yours, me and Miggs were talking the other day too, and I was talking about your particular music for the area. Let's just focus on that, right?
Right.
And for the area, there's nobody else doing that type of music,
yeah,
and that shit is hard.
yeah,
Appreciate it.
I'll be sending that to. I mean, you can send that to your girl. You can send that to
yeah, for sure.
the waitress down
That's
the
what I
road.
be saying. That's what I be saying every time. Like nobody's doing what Miggs is doing. Like, and like nobody's doing what I'm doing. Like we're our own sound. You know what I mean?
TSA
Like,
is its own sale.
yeah, for sure.
for sure, man. Like,
Everybody in the game, everybody
on,
in the
man.
group. You know what I'm saying? Blender Boys, this up. I'm telling you, the talent it's outrageous, bro. Like I just be thinking, like, damn, bro. Like
you almost have to
How?
flood the
Like,
fucking streets.
you
bro.
have to.
That was one of my questions. Here, I'll ask it. Let's see. What's the marketing? Okay, what is your marketing strategy? Meaning, how are you flooding the market with your product, and why that particular framework?
Lately, a lot more of my marketing has been like coming up with like quality content. So like instead of just spitting some like fly ass shit on the microphone, just having fun in there, sometimes I'll get deep with the music, and sometimes I put some real shit that most people can relate to, and then I target like with the either Love Hurts or Give It All, the one I just dropped. Like I feel like that's something people can relate to a lot more, because a lot more people feel these emotions, and they can kind of relate to it a lot more than someone who's you know, trapping, getting shit off, and just pimping out and shit. Like, I feel like that's kind of how I market it. Like, that's how I target an audience. It's a little easier to target when you talk about something that can be relatable, more relatable on a broad scale. See what I'm saying? So from there, I'll probably just like put some money behind like advertisements, you know, and sponsor my shit and just expose it. A lot of it,
Like
some people,
consumable, edible?
like more people can understand and relate to it, and it makes it a lot easier for people to become fans,
Okay.
as opposed to me just talking some fly shit, popping my shit. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
Those are some of my best performing records. Like,
Okay.
I do what I do because it's fun, but at the end of the day, like, I feel like just coming up with spending time to make something for real and just expose the shit out of it any way, shape, or form. I prefer, like, you know, ads. Instagram, hoe ass boys don't let me do that shit no more, but TikTok been doing real good. You know, some people do it to just fluff up the numbers. I don't know. I do it for the exposure. Like,
Yeah,
I don't
so
give a
does it
fuck
count
about
as a
likes.
play? Do you know, like, on your analytics side? Like, if you push it and you tag your song, how you know you can do it on TikTok and you
Right.
add it,
I
does that
believe-
count as a play?
I believe so.
Okay.
I'm not too exactly
Yeah,
sure
I'm not
though.
sure how
Okay.
it works. But
Excuse me.
like
Because
saying,
it
my
should,
bad.
if it's more than, I would say like more than 5, whatever the.
More than
Ryan
5
probably
seconds,
knows.
10 seconds,
Yeah.
like however long they play it for, I feel like that's kind of what matters. I don't know if y'all talking about whenever y'all swipe through it,
Like whenever, like, does it count as like
No, the views,
or
you know how,
streams.
count
You
as
talking
a
about
stream?
streams or
yeah, so does the views count as a stream
yeah?
when you do it on TikTok?
I think
like,
if
does
you
it
specific-
translate
I think
over
it
as a
might. I think
stream?
it might.
I think if you
Okay.
specifically like put the audio on it,
That's what I mean,
I
yeah.
think maybe.
Because they
But
have
I even
the,
heard that they're like somewhere that like these songs come with like certain codes and shit. So like even if someone spins it somewhere else, somehow like it's already uploaded. So it's like it almost detects.
like in the background
You
or
see what I'm
something?
saying?
Like
And,
AI
like,
shit?
So
Okay.
I'm not too exactly sure like exactly how that shit works, but for the most part I think it does. Like I think it helps.
Yeah,
See what I'm saying?
okay. What about you? Jay? I know you said you're taking a break, but what has been, and then what do you think would be a good marketing strategy, like for your particular music?
For sure, like I'm trying to get more on the visuals, like you said, because visuals are always going to be a good mark.
Well, you can clip 'em, man.
Yeah, you could clip them up,
Nah, for
use
sure.
them. TikTok. I mean, Miggs. You see Miggs, what his TikTok did, like,
yeah, no,
bro, like it's crazy to
Yeah,
think
yeah.
about. Like, he posted something one day, and like it's just like y'all talking about. Whenever you get into that mode and you do that type of music where it really comes from,
yeah.
you know, from deep, like your heart, you know what I'm saying? That's your best music. And it seems like every song that's blown up on TikTok, whenever he posted or anywhere, Instagram, all that shit, like it's them type of songs.
Well, he
deeper
posted.
music.
Mm-hmm.
Quick interjection. I apologize. He posted that track specifically on Instagram, that visual, and it did like
Yeah.
10,000 views in a day.
Yeah.
And
I'm
it
telling you.
it made me realize I didn't even like. I didn't see anybody else talking. Maybe they are talking about it. I'm just not in the space. But you can't collab on YouTube, and yet most visuals are uploaded on YouTube, and then the clips are on Instagram when you can collab. Why wouldn't you also do that too? But also put the whole visual on Instagram, because you can collab up to like what, seven accounts or something.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
it depends. Like
Something
your
like
account
that.
has to be what? It has to be a certain account, right? To collab with somebody.
I'm not too sure.
I think you got to be like
honestly.
a certain.
I'm not
Okay.
too sure. Maybe like a professional account or something like
Yeah,
that.
you can't collab with anybody. They got to be a certain type of. You could. I mean,
okay.
anybody could change their account to that account.
No, I
You
get
know
what
what I
you're
mean?
saying.
But like, you got to go to the settings
Well,
and stuff. But
like for me, so on that note as well, for me it would be like, okay, how much to ask? Shit, I don't know. If it's in line with who they are, right? Random Instagram person, let's just say, right? That's got, I don't know, 100,000 followers or 200,000 followers. Like, do you ever think, like from a promotional standpoint, saying, hey, let me collab on your grid for an hour? How much?
yeah, also
Would that be like weird? Would that be,
I think it would be different. I think not many people. I'm sure people are doing that, but personally, me, like I've never heard or thought about it. But it's a smart idea, because they have a whole separate platform.
As an artist, like, because
Mm-hmm.
you know personal branding is everything. As an artist, would you do that? Would you do something like that?
I'm gonna have to consider it now that you mentioned it.
Yeah, for sure, consider it, but you gotta be careful too, because a lot of these accounts.
No,
They got-
let's just say
but
if somebody
it-
legitimate, like,
yeah.
well, let's just say
Oh, a
like
real
Peso
legitimate
Peso
person, yeah.
or
It just
Sauce
depends.
Walka. Somebody's in the space, you know, particularly, and just being like, because you see they say
Yeah.
this much for a story promo,
Right,
this
yeah.
much, but I rarely ever see like a collab one. Maybe there is there.
I bet
Maybe
the
that
price
what
is
they're
high.
doing.
I don't know how that.
I'm
I
sure
don't
if the
know how
price
that
is
would
right,
work, yeah.
and
Or
it,
like
and it
when,
makes
how
sense.
long, you know, how much is your exposure? Meaning, okay, yeah, in the first hour I'll get 10,000. If I leave it for a day, I get 100,000. But if I leave it for a week, I get 1 million views because of their, you know,
Right.
It'll
size
make
of
the
their
difference.
account.
It'll make the difference.
You know, have a different. I don't know. Again,
Because, like,
I'm
it-
talking too much, but
Nah. I mean, I think you're completely right. Like, I think more people need to do it before they kind of like understand what the metrics are behind it and
yeah.
stuff.
So like, do you guys follow anybody from California? Like the Back on Fig guys and the No Jumper in there.
I follow like No
that
Jumper, the Thizzler,
Yeah.
Okay.
shit like that.
You know
I'm
who
sure I follow other
Flacco
ones.
is.
I know the Thizzler.
You know Flacco on No Jumper. His account is Poetic Flacco.
I don't know.
Dude, he gets like 8 million views, and his is $50. You can't beat
That's
that
the type
promo,
of shit.
man.
Like, that's the type of shit that like.
And that's in that space. It's not like you're asking somebody who's selling ice cream.
Yeah.
That wouldn't make sense, right?
I
It's
say
somebody
that.
who's in the
I say
space.
like, it just needs to make sense.
All right.
Like in terms of what their audience is catered to,
That's exactly
who
what I
they
was about
are.
to say.
You know what I
For
mean?
sure.
But I
Dude,
think
this is-
if executed properly, like it's definitely not a bad strategy at all. And you actually kind of intrigued me saying that.
I didn't mean to
Might fuck
interject
around and
that. I
consider.
do that a lot. All right. Quick question. It's gonna be you first. Would you rather be Catholic or black?
Whoa. That's crazy, bro. That's outrageous,
damn.
bro. Shit.
I'm gonna just put it in
I'm
there.
a Christian, bro.
I was
Shit.
raised a Catholic.
Shit, I'm a
You went with the
Christian.
safe.
I'm gonna just put it in the air. I was already a Catholic at one point in my life. I was raised a
Yeah.
Catholic, so
It's
I
weird, like
can't be
my
black.
my pop side Catholic, my mom side
I'm laughing at
Christian,
my own
like
shit.
shit. But I was raised Christian and shit. But like shit, that other question, man, shit,
I got you, man.
that's outrageous.
It was on my mind. All right. In your track new pages, you put the money in the wall because I know that hoe don't talk.
yeah. All my stuff is in the wall because I know them hoes can't talk.
Man,
Yeah. Shit, if these walls could talk, man, I'm glad they don't. Glad they don't.
Okay. And don't let go. You put baby, I just need some peace. Baby, I just need some peace, man. However you also have that. I can't do it, man. You're at the.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro, I
Type
can't
shit.
do it. All right, so why is peace important to you?
You know, when you had a peace of mind, I feel like it just makes everything move easier. Like I feel like you're not stressed about too many things, and sometimes like when you're stressed and depressed about shit, that shit holds you back. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like it's important to have a peace of mind, mainly due to efficiency and like getting shit done for myself.
That's good shit. That's a
And of
good
course,
word.
I like to be at peace with myself, but when you're not at peace, bro, it just kind of it gives you more obstacles in life that you don't need. You know, because if you're at peace, you just kind of accept everything and you move on, let a bunch of shit go. But when you're disturbed on the inside, like whether it be spiritually, physically, or whatever the case may be, like it holds you back from a lot of shit, prevents you from doing a lot of shit.
it's facts. I mean, that kind of ties in, like shit. Like I lost my sister a year and a half ago. I done lost friends. Like,
Damn.
you know what I'm saying? Like these my people now. You know what I mean? Like, and shit. Right now, like that's kind of where I was at. I wasn't at peace with myself, and like it was holding me back. Like he said, it throws life will throw the obstacles at you. You know what I mean? But like, you just gotta push through, and that's kind of what I've been doing and trying to get back to where I was at. You know what I'm saying? So.
And it's not easy being peaceful. Like it's not easy having peace. Like sometimes life's gonna throw shit like that at you, and you're gonna get tested. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah,
when you understand,
did you cope with it well?
I did. You know what I'm saying? It's like
Was
as
that
bad
the,
as
was
it
that the first
sounds,
time like that there's a sibling?
like a close sibling. Yeah,
Yeah.
you know what
Oh,
I mean.
wow,
Like
man.
low key, like I kind of as bad as it sounds, I seen it coming. You know what I'm saying? Cause she was struggling with addiction, and you know what I'm saying. Like that fentanyl shit, bro. That's not no joke. Like that's really how I lost a lot of my friends too. Like not even like they passed away, but them just being a different person. You know what I mean? Like I can't fuck with you no more. Like you gonna hold me back even more. Like
Yeah, yeah.
and me just trying to tell them like I'm losing my sister, bro. You don't see how this going. Like I can't lose you too. You know what I'm saying? And this fentanyl, this whole shit that's this pandemic, bro. It's a pandemic right now with that shit. Like it's crazy, bro. Like and so, but I dealt with it well. You know what I mean? Like shit, it's just me and my family kind of we dealt with it pretty good. I mean, my mom still struggle. I still struggle. Her dad still struggle. You know what I mean? But like. Shit, it is what it is, you know what I mean? She in a better place, at peace with herself.
Did you
know what I
turn
mean?
to any substances like to cope, like to help you cope?
Nah.
No.
I don't really
Like how do
pop
you cope with
pills or
things
nothing.
in
Shit,
general
to be
day
honest,
day?
like music,
Yeah.
not even me making music, just listening, bro. Like that shit'll get me through a lot.
Like helps you process.
Process everything, like
I don't know
really
what I
music,
do without
bro.
the music,
For
bro.
sure, bro.
Like that's my therapy, man. Like I couldn't stop this shit even if I wanted to. Like a lot of the shit that I go through, I don't talk to people about this shit. I don't even talk to my closest people. I don't talk to my mom. I don't talk to my dad. I just put it out on that mic, bro, and then
Facts.
you know, if it go out, it go out. If it stay there, at least I could put it somewhere. See what I'm saying?
Like real shit, I don't think I ever had a deep conversation with my mom about some shit. Like
real life.
I just be
Oh well.
I'm the type, like, even with my
Well, you can
girl,
feel it
my
in your music
mom,
for
like
sure.
anybody, bro, like, I can't really express my feelings.
Oh,
like,
wow.
I be holding shit in, bro.
Oh, wow.
And that's really not good for you, but, like, that's whenever the music come in, you know what I mean? Like, and like he said, that microphone, like, that's where you gotta let
I'm
it
gonna
out.
talk to the microphone.
That's
before I talk
wild
to
because
anybody else.
the alternative is you become, of course, very bitter, very resentful, angry, and of course we've all, I've been that motherfucker. You've been around people like that. Is for you guys then to naturally produce music or for music to be a go-to. Was it like always? Was it always like that? Or
I've always had a pretty deep connection with music, like
Yeah.
from being a young kid. Like I've always had a connection that I didn't even realize I had when I was younger. But I feel like the more like I started doing it, the more I started like attaching myself to it, and the more real shit that I put on there, that's kind of what helped me realize like I think this is my, what's the word? I wouldn't say vice, but I would just say like this is what calms me down.
yeah, you're like therapy.
Clear my mind a little bit. Yeah, like it's, I don't have to pay a doctor to go talk to him. I'm gonna just spit on this motherfucker one time, and
Man, when you really think about it, I mean, it's like any art, right? Any form of art. It's like, again, we're humans, right? There's this, life is hitting us, and it's going through this machine, and then it comes out into this music, and then again, right?
Yeah.
And then some people, it comes in, and it affects them a different way, and it's a path of destruction or something like.
yeah, it just depends on like how you interpret things. How are things being comprehended, and what kind of mind state you're in, what kind of mindset you have. Like for me with the music, like I appreciate the music because I don't know what I would do without it. Like I feel like I'm so comfortable venting to the microphone because music is more than just hearing. It's a feeling. You feel music, and I don't record with anybody either in the room. Like I want all my people in the room watching football and shit. I'm gonna tell them, hey, like I'm finna get to work. Like
I ain't never
y'all
seen bro
boys,
record, ever.
y'all boys get on. Like unless
Oh,
we
for
all
real?
together.
I ain't never seen bro
Unless
record.
we all like out of town.
That's wild.
Like if we all out of town, like in the studio
Okay.
or something, I need a booth or I need at least
Oh,
to go
wow.
to the next room, like, cause I don't like being looked. I don't like being listened to when I'm doing that shit. Like I'd rather just have the
Okay.
feeling.
What about you? Do you care?
Sometimes I don't really care most of the time, but like I make my best music when I'm alone.
Okay.
Like all them tracks that like, shit. Name some tracks that you really fuck with.
Me?
Yeah.
The MOB one, I really fuck with
I
that
made that. I made that by myself.
one. the tens.
Made that by myself.
Dude, that's wild.
All my
Like-
shit by myself, bro. Like
Bro.
it's
bro. Like
it's a rare
you just
select
more. It's a
few.
comfort thing, I guess you could say.
I feel
Okay.
more comfortable. I feel less vulnerable.
Okay,
You know
okay.
what I'm saying?
So,
Like,
so being, what does being on stage then do for you when you have all that attention?
man, it's a rush. It's kind of weird. Like every time I've been on stage, it's kind of like happens like this. Like you don't even realize it until it's all said and done, and you kind of looking back at the memories and thinking about what all you saw and experienced.
That shit.
Bro, ain't no experience like it, especially like when the crowd's really rocking with you. Like it's unreal. That
Like,
shit is unreal.
Seeing what he did at La Hacienda in Lubbock, San Angelo, like me being on stage, I'm not even the one performing.
You feel it?
Like, bro, you feel everything. You
it's
feel
wild.
the energy, like, and it's like, yeah, you nervous at first, but you get out there and you start doing your thing, like.
And it's crazy too, cause like if you really do your shit while you up there, bro, like I feel like more like the more important experience that I went through performing was going out in the crowd afterwards instead of staying backstage and going out there, bro. Motherfuckers just asking
You're
to
telling
take
me that,
pictures
Bro,
and
that
let's
was one of
lock
my-
in. I love your music, like, and I can really take time to engage with them and talk to them, get them to know me and feel me a little bit more as opposed to just seeing me online or something. I feel like that's a lot more like important. That's a more important part of the experience.
yeah.
It's like
I
a whole
enjoy that.
other a whole other level of connection when you can touch that
Yeah.
person. Well, the
It's
other
a
thing you were
rush.
saying on that too, being in that environment and then meeting people like that Mexican OT and Jody and them is like you had like a realization that they're just normal people.
They just we
Humble
all
as
just regular
fuck,
people,
you know?
bro.
Bro
We
was
all
humble.
just regular people. Like it don't matter if you humble or not. Like they still just a regular ass person.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah, they just worked hard.
And there
They
was
just
times where
work
I would
their
be
ass off,
nervous
man.
to talk to people. Like,
Oh yeah.
same was you ever nervous whenever you would go up to a bigger artist that you seen and like, you know what I'm saying?
before I started really meeting artists,
Yeah.
hell yeah, I would be nervous.
yeah.
But like then you start getting around multiple artists. You know,
Well,
even
we're
people
kind
that
of
you
we're kind
listen
of
to growing
programmed
up.
to have this shock factor with celebrities, right? So
Yeah.
you kind of forget that they are normal people.
Yeah.
And then you realize they're normal people. And then, but then for me, it's like once you realize that, you respect them even more
Right.
because you know that they worked their ass off to get there.
I agree.
Because you're like,
Yeah.
oh shit, if he's normal and I'm working my ass off, I know he worked his ass off to get here. Like, damn, kudos to you, man.
You
Like,
know, it's that consistency, honestly.
all right, let me go to another question. We got. I'm running fast. Let's see. All right, let me go to the. I'm gonna name a couple people, and you tell me your first reaction. Since I got you on the, not got you, but since I fucked you up
Got
on that
your
one
ass.
question, I'm gonna ask Migs this. I'm gonna do this one to Migs. So the first name is R&B Faux Mob
I don't
out
know
of San
who that
Antonio.
is.
You know who that is? The he might be your age. He might be a little younger, but he blew up. He went viral because he was freestyling in school,
Okay.
Oh, I seen that.
and then he got like signed or something. Like
he was in
I don't know who that
class.
is.
His
In
teacher
class.
was even back there. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I know who you
I don't know
talking
who
about.
that is.
I seen
Okay.
him, bro.
Yeah.
he's cold right now, man. He's killing it.
Let's check him out. See
All
what's
right,
up.
next one. Lefty Gunplay.
Hard worker.
Dude, do
Hardworking.
you see how he talked about doing a Spanish version of Friday called Viernes? Because he's
Hey,
like
really
the
tapped.
movie?
Yo, he went from people thinking he was gonna flop to now he's getting hella interviews. He's getting hella publicity right now.
Like, I feel like
He's
his
getting-
whole thing is a perfect
That fool's definitely a
strategic
character.
marketing. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
like your conversation a while ago. Like,
I feel like he's just running to it, baby.
Yeah.
Like
That motherfucker's a character for sure.
I don't know if he be bullshitting on how high he be or like how crazy he
I
be
think
acting
that-
on the
I
camera.
think
Like,
that's the yeah, exactly.
I don't know, bro, cause he's a nut. Like,
I
bro's
ain't gonna lie.
crazy.
I ain't gonna lie,
Like,
dude.
It's kind of like Orlando Brown. You're like,
bro, is this an act or
this-
is this you? Like, for real, for real.
could be,
Yeah.
could be both, right?
I'ma just I ain't gonna say nothing.
All right, I'm gonna say a name, and then you tell me the first thing. JD from Clutch.
Goat.
Blender
Hardest
boy.
young working dude I ever seen, bro. Like, he
Oh, he got his own-
how
he's
old
got
is
his
he?
studio
20
out
or
there,
21? He
21 now. He
21.
just
Yeah,
turned
he just turned
21.
21.
Bro,
Bro's the heart. He's never stopped. Like since I met him, bro, it's always something.
When
like, he's always working.
Real
always.
go-getter.
I ain't never
For
seen
sure,
him
man.
not working. You know what I mean? And that's why he's where he is. Like at that young of an age, bro, who do you know got their own barber like studio with other barbers in it like that you know?
Well, and has done like the sneaker shows,
Right.
and has
All the
done
shows.
So
you know,
clothes, he sell clothes still.
His merch
like,
is going crazy.
been on the road.
That's one dude I could say really put in leg work.
He's very focused. He
focused for sure.
He got a strong work ethic.
I think first time I officially met him was in here actually. Actually, I didn't even say where we were. This is we are not live. This is pre-recorded. Usually, this is live. Downtown still. The last one was at Petroleum Building, which is over there. We're on the other side, right next to Cancun Grill, the second story co-working, so second floor. Shout out 40 Wolves. Thank you, Ryan. Appreciate
40
it.
Wolves, 40 Wolves.
But
Ryan.
they were having a business seminar or business event in here, and JD was in this. I'm laughing because I'm looking around, right, and then I'm talking to him, and I'm just looking and looking. I'm like, you know, you're the youngest person in here, right?
He's very mature.
Usually
too.
is. He usually is too.
He's really
That's the
doing.
thing.
Yeah, I like what he's doing, man, for sure. I can't wait to see and witness, even like with you guys, the 10-year JD, like 10 years down the road, like what's it?
Gonna be a rich man.
Man, bro's gonna be
a
he's
rich
gonna
man.
reach an
Yeah.
M. He's reaching an M in 10 years for sure. More.
All right. Go-to restaurants in Midland for you. What's your top 3? Where do you go
That's
to?
tough. That's tough. I'm finna start going to Taco Divino a lot more.
Taco
That
Divino's
motherfucker
it,
was
baby.
fire.
Where's that at? Oh
It's
no, I
on
know
the
what you're
east
talking
side.
about. Yeah.
So Taco
I know what you're talking
Divino.
about.
Where else was I at?
It may be open by the time we get out of here.
Mm-hmm.
I like
wanna go?
I want to say it's called Noni's Cafe. It's right there
on
next
the
to
south
Chavez.
side?
Chavez was next to
next to
Chavez
Chavez
Tire.
Tire.
That motherfucker's fire, bro.
It's Noni's, yeah.
Noni's, right?
Yeah.
Noni's Cafe and Got Illy's, bro. I like Got Illy's.
Got Eddie's.
Got
Oh,
Eddie's.
okay, over there off the
Eddie's is fire.
yeah,
I-20.
20. Yeah.
Yeah.
I live in Odessa and shit, but like I come to
Are
Midland.
you from
for-
Odessa?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I come to Midland.
Dude, this whole
for-
time I thought you were from Midland.
Nah, bro. I
Oh,
was
shoot.
born and raised.
Hey, cut
down
this
there.
out.
But nah, for sure, man.
Nah.
Hey, yo, this is a whole different place. It's
I
crazy.
like Odessa, man. I'm just fucking
It's
with you.
crazy. Nah, it's crazy.
So,
for sure.
place in Odessa. Eventually, it's
Man,
gonna be
I'm
one
telling
big
you,
ass loop.
I be coming here, but in Odessa.
Oh, you be coming here? Okay.
In Odessa.
Like, really? You come here? You drive
I
to
was
Midland
saying,
just to eat?
well, for Godelli's, yeah.
Okay.
Because I feel like the one in Odessa trash. But shout out to Godelli's, man. Hey, y'all y'all doing y'all thing, but like I feel like
From the food standpoint?
it started here, so like I
Okay.
feel like that matters. You know what I mean? I don't know
sure.
why. I just feel like it do.
Okay.
But
There's a
You
lot
wanna
more
go to
good
the
spaces
original?
in that, but like
yeah,
I like Mexican food, bro.
man,
Okay.
got to. But Odessa wise, or what you
No,
want?
Midland,
Odessa wise,
Midland. What else?
wise,
Got Eddie's? Okay.
Godelli's. What else? I like tequilas too. They got like 3
Where's that?
locations down here. They got
Oh, for
one
real?
off of Loop 250,
Okay,
right there
yeah.
by Academy.
Okay.
They got one. They got one right here, off of Wall or off of what street is that right there? Wall and then right there behind
talking
where
about?
Bourbon Street's at. What
you
street is
talking
that?
about?
Tequilas.
Oh, that's Wall and Main Street.
Yeah.
I think it's
Wall
Main
and
Main
Main.
and
Wall
Wall.
and Maine?
Mm.
Oh,
It's
the one
like-
that's literally right
Yeah,
here?
Yeah,
right there.
downtown.
Oh, okay,
It's
yeah.
spelled
Mhm.
TKILA.
Is it tequilas?
Yeah.
I like tequilas too.
Oh, okay.
I wanted to
That's
say
fire.
tequilas, but
I like the rice.
Bro,
them
that
hole in the
fire.
walls,
I
bro.
fuck
They
with
just
them.
be. Godelli's ain't no hole in the wall. I ain't gonna sit here and do
Yeah,
them
yeah,
like that.
yeah.
And neither is Noni's, but just like I'm saying, like local, the local
You're gonna like
restaurants,
Taco
they got
Divino's
that
if you
real
go,
shit.
bro.
Yeah, I don't think I've been yet.
Yeah, yeah.
But I say maybe shit if we talking 5-star or like 4-star, I like Cowboy Prime.
Okay.
Cowboy Prime,
Okay.
fire.
For the steak, you go for the steak or you go
Good
for
steak.
mac
That
and cheese?
sushi fire too.
Yeah, sushi fire. Okay.
That mac and cheese is fire too.
Is it?
Hey,
I just went to that soul food place over there off of Illinois.
Man.
I should have a
Hey,
big.
Yeah, anyway.
You tell me about that
God
one
damn, we have to
time.
go eat.
Hey, Tank's Barbecue too.
Tank's Barbecue, yeah.
Burgers, Tank's Burgers.
I just visited Pachuco's, the old Johnny's Barbecue.
Hey, Pachuco's goes
Yeah,
crazy
I
too,
gotta taste
bro.
that. I need to try more spots down here
Shit,
for
man,
sure.
Definitely,
Like,
definitely.
They do. Midland do got some fire shit, bro. Most of the
I
time,
went
I'm
to
just eating
Lane
at
the
the
coffee
crib.
the other day for the potato, chorizo, and egg. It's like the best potato chorizo. The other one who has a good one is Juji's Kitchen. You been over there at Clandesta?
That's my man, bro. That used to be one of my boss. I used to be a cook at the Racket Club, and he was the head chef at the time. He probably left like 6 months after I did and opened up Juji's Cafe. So shout out Juji, man. He's doing his shit, bro.
All right, next question. What's been the best moment you've had in your journey as a music artist?
The best moment? Oh, man.
You're talking about the fans the other day?
Yeah, aside from the
from
fans.
that?
See, because I already said that, so that goes without being said. Like, experience meeting the fans and really, like, locking in with them was amazing. But I feel like the most important moment for me would probably be, like, my breakthrough points as far as, like, a producer / artist.
Okay.
Like, kind of evolving.
And, like, recognizing it?
And recognizing
like, oh, shit, I just did
my
that.
breakthroughs. You know what I'm saying? Because as an artist, like, for me, it's important to keep changing. You know, because even, like, when I'm rapping and I'm doing shit for months on end, and I'm making a couple songs a night or a week or whatever, like, the shit gets stale to me. It's like listening to another artist. You know, like, even, like, when I listen to, like, say, just Lil Baby, for example, like, after a while, after 2-3 tapes being consistently dropped, the shit kind of gets stale. It's the same exact shit for me, you know what I'm saying? So, like, when I come out with different, unique shit that I haven't done before, it's just kind of like, hey, this is tight, you know what I'm saying? Or even if I learn something on the mixing and mastering side of things as a producer, if I learn something new as a beat maker, you know what I mean? All those breakthroughs are so important to me because they're what made me what I am now.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good fucking answer.
Hell yeah.
Damn.
Appreciate it. Just how I feel, though. You know, I feel
Yeah,
like...
I'm over here digesting it because it's like, holy shit.
It's crazy. Like,
It is about the journey. It's definitely not about the destination. Like,
sure.
This is crazy.
Because you
to
get
see
where you
how
want to
far
get, you
got.
like, damn, like, what now? You know what I'm saying? That's it. Like,
yeah, you want to do it better. You're like,
or even
it's
like
a really good
breakthroughs on-
feeling. Like, yeah, you're
like
right,
even like
right.
the breakthroughs on when I was first going on tour with OT, like figuring out how to work the crowd and how to make the motherfuckers jump as opposed to just going on there and just, just spit my
Well, all
shit
the
and
way
they
from
just kind of stand there and
freestyling
just,
in school
Yeah.
to, you know,
bro, yeah. That's how it started. I was just freestyling in school. I don't freestyle anymore, but that's how it started.
Come on, Miggs. Come on, Miggs. Spit some.
Feel me?
Lunch table. Nah.
All right, I'm gonna quote another one. Let's see. On math books, the chorus, you say they won't say shit because they can't. I like how you say.
Man, look. Gotta emphasize it because it sounds the same when you don't.
No, I resonate with that because it's almost like a. I don't know what do you mean by that?
You
Before
know,
I
like
assume.
when I'm popping my shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Like
Yeah.
anything I say in the song is like for real. Like it's not, you know, of course it's entertainment and shit, but for the most part, like it's all real shit that I've done.
Authentic.
As opposed to
Exactly,
people who
exactly.
don't say nothing in there. You know what I'm saying? And it's not a problem if you can't say it. You know what I'm saying? But as opposed to the people who want to say it and can't say it because they can't. You know what I'm
No, I
saying?
dig
I
it,
say
man.
whatever I can because I can. I say whatever I want because I can, and they say what they want. You know, or they say what they can,
No, for
basically,
sure,
instead
man.
of.
Yeah, they're performing. This ain't a
feel
performance,
me?
baby. It's who I am. What did they say?
It's
It's
genuine.
not on me. It's in me, man.
I ain't
not
never
on
had a
me,
fake
it's
a
in
funk,
me.
Like,
bro.
okay. Are you? We got like 5 minutes, probably 3. Sorry, Ryan. Are you a lone wolf or do you thrive better in a group? You can answer first.
I gotta have my people with me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I thrive better in a group for sure. With Miggs, Mel, my brothers. You know what I mean? Like, even my family too. Like, there's times where I want to be alone for sure. Like, there's times where I like to be alone and I could get through shit by myself. You know what I mean? But like, as far as thriving and getting through shit, you know what I mean? Like, or just like getting more opportunities or seeing more shit. Like, I gotta have my people with me. You know what I mean? Like, it's better to have them with me because they're getting that experience too. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Like, I don't know how to really explain it like that, but like, I gotta have them. I gotta have them with me for sure.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
I do work better alone though. Like
Yeah.
I do progress like in terms of like myself. I do a lot better like that. But it's always good to have people around you who can do shit that you can't do.
And like,
You
I
know what I'm saying?
never put something out without showing them. You know what I
Okay.
mean? And as
Yeah, I
soon
got
as I
you.
get that reaction, like, Yeah,
Oh,
or I look around while I'm playing it and they over there.
It's kind of
See, that's the
That's
difference.
it. You know what I mean?
This
Like
is
I'm
a-
like,
Hey,
okay, yeah, like
that's the
I
difference
need
with me.
that. I need them.
No,
You
I'm,
know what
I'm
I
laughing
mean?
because I have an image in my mind. And I'm about to, it's gonna sound fucked up, but it's almost like the dope testers. You know, you got that dope fiend there. You're like, what's it? You're like, oh yeah, I bet. But you got. I feel like
He come back 10 minutes
I
later.
feel
He like,
like-
all right.
Look, man, that's how I am. That's how I am with it. You know, we all have our art, right? You got to have that tester, that taster. You know,
I ain't gonna
And
lie. I
for
just
me,
be letting
it-
shit fly. I just drop the shit.
you just drop it. Yeah, you don't have.
They'll
A,
hear
yeah.
it when they hear it.
I see.
They'll
Okay.
hit me up and shit. I just, you
Like,
know,
fuck it.
occasionally like I bring people in on it and shit. But
I got you.
just drop
Yeah,
that
I've never
shit.
been the type to care like what people think about my shit neither, but I don't know.
Yeah, but you're still-
It just
you're
feel
still
better. It
floating
feel
it
better for
around.
me. It give me,
Yeah.
you know, more motivation.
Well,
to
like
be
I guess a more direct question is like when life presses you, do you isolate or do you get around people?
Nah, we gotta get around.
I isolate.
I isolate.
I need time to think for myself, and I
Yeah.
can't
Gotta
think
get around.
for
Sometimes,
myself when
sometimes
people are
be in
around
the
me.
way.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. That's very true. People are not sometimes; they're always in the way.
They in the way, man.
All right, 3 pages. We're gonna wrap this up. 3 pages you follow for free game.
Producer grind.
Producer grind. Okay.
There's a couple like financial people that I like to listen to.
Okay.
One of them was like Humphrey Talks or some shit like that.
HUMPHREY
What else?
or something like that.
Yeah, HUMPHREY.
Okay.
Humphrey Talks, I think is what it's called. And there's occasional like motivational quote pages that kind of just keep me on game. You know what I'm saying? Whether they be posting quotes
Okay.
or whether they just post lessons or whatever the case may be. You know, it's
Like one-liners.
type shit.
Okay.
With me,
Any pages you follow for free game?
man, I fuck with Wallow tough,
Oh yeah.
bro. Like
The $1 million worth of game.
Every day
Like his
he's-
personal page or.
nah, his personal.
Okay.
His personal get deep. Like
Okay.
he real motivational. I like that. I always watch his videos. Like no matter what, cause he's saying stuff. He's saying something for sure.
I was gonna say $1 million worth of game, but I
Yeah.
ain't been in tune with them too much lately.
Gilly more on the comedy side for me. Like Wallow gets straight to it.
Yeah, but I bet if you got close to him, he probably does that as because they say we have when we present ourselves, there's 2 sides. That's why one of the things I was gonna ask was what's your sign, because that's kind of like what's going around a lot.
Like Aquarius?
But
Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah. But there's a sun sign. So like I was born in August, I'm a Virgo. And then my moon sign is a Scorpio. So I lead with the Scorpio energy though, which and it's kind of like your sun sign is what you guard, you know, and then you only allow people who are close to you to see that side, right?
Right.
So I feel like that's how he may be. Like maybe that's just a
I don't know.
Filter,
I feel like I
but
don't
anyway.
know, man. Cause bro didn't really. He got a real story though.
no, he
I
really
mean, like,
does.
bro came straight home from prison, and within a year or two, like, just grind and motivation. Like he's multi-millionaire now. You know what I mean? Like,
Dude, they signed a $100 million deal. Like
oh yeah,
podcasting
oh, yeah.
is wow right
Yeah,
now. I
bro.
mean.
It's crazy.
It's I sometimes I look out into even you guys as artists and I'm like, man, if they started a podcast, like TSA should start a podcast.
I thought I want to. I told bro we should put a podcast.
Y'all should put a podcast together, bro.
in the old spot.
should
But
put
I
one
mean,
together.
I would want it to be more like professional, like this. You know what I
Dude,
mean?
put your
Like,
money together, you know, like
For sure.
this is fuck with Ryan for sure. All right, here's how I'm gonna end it. There's this thing, and I thought it was perfect as I was waiting. I'm gonna read it. It's kind of long, but it's kind of feels like when I was reading it, for me, it's like synchronicity. It was embodying like what I hope to present within the loop. First off, if you watched it this far, let alone listen to it, but if you watched it this far, shit, give me some feedback. I don't need it for validation, but I would love to see, you know, what people think about this new setup,
Yeah.
the quality, because I know Ryan's gonna edit it really well. This is episode 1, Back to the Block. I didn't know if I could do 100 episodes a year. But what I learned was there's this exposure rate or whatever, or spectrum with artists, with the podcast. And it's like, it takes a month to get full exposures so that we maximize the episode. Like for me, I guess. And maybe Brian was better, but for us, that's what it looked like. every time I did more than that, it was short-lived, the exposure.
Right.
And I want to do this for the artists, for you guys, more than for me. Like, that'd be good for me.
Mm-hmm.
But if I drop 4 in a month, you're already forgotten. I hate to say it, but you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I want to keep pushing you. And I don't want to be in a race. And that's what it feels like in today's era. I don't know if you guys feel like this, but quantity more than quality type stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And hey, I don't want to play that game. That's what I learned, you know, as I was figuring it out. I'm like, I'll just do 1 a month
Right.
forever.
Doable.
Whatever
Milk it
that,
out.
you know, and not be
Milk it
so
out.
worried about doing a whole bunch. And
They'll
then,
put a lot of shit
Yeah.
on your shoulders too, trying to do one every week, every day, every other day.
yeah, and I get it. Like, once you learn how to monetize it, it's kind of like anything, right? If I learn how to flip it, then it's game on. But
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
I guess until that point, but I still want, again, the exposure. I don't want it to be like where I'm having to churn new ideas all the time to keep people engaged.
Yeah.
This is a one-trick pony, as they say, and that's all I'm gonna run. You know. All right. So this is from the Oculus. It's a page that I follow. He says the individuation process in the Junigian sense means the conscious realization and integration of all the possibilities immanent in the individual. It is opposed to any kind of conformity with the collective, and as a therapeutic factor in analytical work, it also demands the rejection of those prefabricated psychic matrices, the conventional attitudes with which most people would like to live. It offers the possibility that everyone can have his own direction, his special purpose, and it can attach a sense of value to the lives of those who suffer from the feeling that they are unable to measure up to collective norms and collective ideals. To those who are not recognized by the collective, who are rejected and even despised, this process offers the potentiality of restoring faith in themselves. It may give them back their human dignity and assure them of their place in the world. What is the individuation process in which people become free to realize themselves in a way which does not depend on the approval of any outside agency? In the relations between the ego and the unconscious, an essay in which Jung set forth the fundamentals of the individuation process, we find that individuation means becoming a single, homogeneous being, and is so far as individuality embraces our innermost, last, and incomparable uniqueness. It also implies becoming one's own self. We could therefore translate individuation as self-realization. It is an easy thing to say, be yourself, but quite another thing to know who you truly are. How can you be yourself if you do not know that self? Therefore, the process of individuation becomes a seeking after self-knowledge.
I agree.
Shit is
I
hard.
agree.
Oh
You
yeah.
know, that's
Thanks for tuning in.
that was deep. That was deep. But it's,
Shout out,
it's
Miggs.
100% the truth, man. Shout out In the Loop. Shout out Sam. Shout out
More
Ron, 40
visuals
Wolves.
dropping.
Got
Jaden,
to. Nah, yeah. That's definitely in the talks.
we'll send you
in the
support.
works. Appreciate you,
Good
man.
vibes,
Shout out
man.
In the
Rooting
in the
for
loop.
you.
Shout out Ryan.
Midland,
40
Texas,
Wolves.
man. You
Shout out
know what
Ryan.
it is.
This is an In the Loop production inside of Second Story Co-working, and that's it. All right, thanks, Instagram.